Dear students, welcome to mathematics class. In this video, we are going to discuss about two more important concepts. One is how to find the slope of a line segment, and second one is how to find the image of a given point with respect to x-axis and y-axis. So first of all, let us concentrate on slope of a line segment joining 2 points. Okay. So let me want to consider capital A x1 comma y1 and capital B x2 comma y2 be 2 points on a line. So let us assume that this is the line, say some L is the line, and capital A and capital B are any 2 points on this line. Now we want to find slope of this line, isn't it? So let it be the line which makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis. Okay. Now from capital A x1 comma y1 drop the perpendicular on x-axis. Similarly from capital B also drop the perpendicular to the x-axis, right? As well as drop the perpendicular from A to this line joining of B, no? So suppose this is the point C, and clearly this angle is a right angle. Okay. So basically, as per the definition of slope of a line which is nothing but change in y coordinates by change in x coordinates. Okay. Now let us see, we want to know the length of this AC as well as length of this BC. Now look at me, this distance is clearly x1, whereas this whole distance is x2, isn't it? Then can you guess this? From the entire, if you subtract this part, so that we are going to get the length of this one, that is x2 minus x1. If it is x2 minus x1, no doubt this is also x2 minus x1. Okay. Now coming to y coordinates, in the same manner, now this length is equals to y1 and this whole length is equals to whole length. Entire this length is equals to y2. Now from this, if I want this, I mean this is equals to y2 minus y1. Okay. So if this angle is an theta and this angle is also equals to theta. So coming to from triangle ABC, since triangle ABC is a right angle triangle, then from this tan theta is equals to, basically the definition of tan theta is opposite side to angle theta by adjacent side to angle theta. So now in this triangle ABC, let us see what is the opposite side to angle theta. If it is theta, then the opposite side is nothing but BC. I mean this is BC by adjacent one is nothing but AC. Okay. Therefore tan theta is equals to BC by AC. But what is the length? BC is nothing but y2 minus y1 by AC is equals to x2 minus x1. So usually slope of a line is denoted with m, and which is defined as tan theta. I mean if theta is this is the concept, say some L be any line, let it be x-axis. if theta is the angle made by the line with the positive direction of the x-axis, then tan theta is called slope of the line. Right? So let me repeat once again. What is the definition of slope of a line? Which is nothing but, if theta is an inclination made by the line with the positive direction of the x-axis, then tan theta is called slope of a line and is denoted by the letter m. So finally I can say that therefore tan theta is nothing but slope, no? So therefore slope of a line which is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. That is what y2 minus y1 is nothing but we can consider as change in y by x2 minus x1 is nothing but change in x. So from this we can conclude that when 2 points are given to you, that is capital A x1 comma y1 and capital B x2 comma y2, then the formula to find the slope of the line AB is nothing but y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So let me want to consider an example. Find the slope of a line joining the points capital A 2 comma minus 3 and capital B minus 1 comma 4. So first write the formula for slope, which is denoted by m is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So the coordinates of A are nothing but x1 comma y1 and B coordinates are x2 comma y2. So now y2 minus y1. What is y2 value? 4 minus y1 value is minus 3. Minus of minus is plus. x2 minus x1. Minus 1 minus 2. So finally which is 7 by minus 3, which is equals to minus 7 by 3. Therefore slope of a line joining the given points is nothing but minus 7 by 3, which is very simple. Easily we can find out slope of any line when we know the at least 2 points on it. So coming to the second concept, that is how to find image of a point with respect to x-axis, with respect to y-axis, with respect to origin and with respect to the lines y is equal to x and y is equals to minus x. Okay, so to explain this concept, first of all let us consider a coordinate system, that is x-axis, y-axis. Of course you all know this is a negative x-axis as well as a negative y-axis, and the point of intersection of coordinate axis is nothing but origin, and which is denoted by O. And moreover you all know that this is belongs to quadrant 1 and this area is nothing but quadrant 2. Finally this is quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. And also must have an idea that here x must be positive and y must be positive. In the first quadrant both x coordinate and y coordinate both are positive. And coming to second quadrant, see, because of this part is negative x-axis, hence x is negative whereas y is positive. Fine. Now coming to third quadrant, x is negative, even y is also negative. All these things we already discussed in the beginning of coordinate system. And coming to fourth quadrant, x should be positive, now y should be negative. So this is the basic information that you must have to discuss this concept. Okay, now let me introduce a point P. say some 3, 2. So let us consider P 3, 2 is any point in the coordinate plane. Since both x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is positive, therefore no doubt that this point is existing in the first quadrant. Right? Now I want to discuss the image of point P with respect to x-axis. I mean, imagine that x-axis is a mirror. So this point image with respect to this axis is somewhere here. I mean, the point is at what distance from x-axis, and its image is also at the same distance from x-axis. For example, if this is the point 3, 2, I mean, you know very clearly this length is equals to 3 and this length is equals to 2. Then it becomes that the point is a 3, 2. Now, with respect to x-axis means x-axis acts like a mirror. Hence, its image with respect to this x-axis will be fallen down. That is, when coming to here, coordinates no change. 3, 2 will be as it is, but their signs are going to be changed according to the quadrant. Now, coming to this is the fourth quadrant. X is positive, hence 3 itself 3. Coming to y is negative, then now 2 becomes now minus 2. Say this point as some q. Do you understand? Say this as q. So 3, minus 2 is the image of a point 3, 2 with respect to x-axis. If this point is at a distance of 2 units from the x-axis, then its image is also at 2 units only, isn't it? No, this is also y coordinate. What is y coordinate? Of course minus 2, but coming to the length, it never be negative, no, which is 2 units. And this plus and minus because of its location. Since it lies in the fourth quadrant, y coordinate should be negative. So do you understand now how to find image of a point with respect to x-axis? So if a point is here, then its image of x-axis will be in the fourth quadrant. If it is in the first quadrant, say suppose this is the Q. Right. Now, this time I want to know about the image of same point with respect to y-axis. I mean, now y-axis is acts like a mirror. Now, its image with respect to y-axis will be somewhere here. I mean, at the same distance. Whatever the P is at a distance from y-axis, its image is also at the same distance from y-axis. Now, what I am telling here? So basically 3, 2 is 3, 2, but look at me here, x should be negative, no? So then 3 becomes minus 3, whereas y is positive. So minus 3, 2. Say suppose this is capital R. I mean capital R is the image of a point P with respect to y-axis. And Q is the image of a point P with respect to x-axis. I mean Q, R are the images of P with respect to x, y axis respectively. Now let me want to know about its image with respect to x-axis. So definitely somewhere here, for example, isn't it? Say PQR, say suppose yes. And now coming to here, both are negative, no? So x is minus 3. Even y coordinate is also minus 2. Distance is same. So whatever the distance r is from this x-axis, I mean negative x-axis, even s is also at the same distance. Okay, ma? Hope you all understand now. So with respect to x-axis, then x-axis acts like a mirror. With respect to y-axis, then y-axis acts like a mirror. Now if you join all these points P, Q, R, S, then there exists a rectangle. There exists a rectangle clearly. Okay. Now, what I said earlier, Q is the image of P. Not only that, even P is the image of Q. For example, this is my original point. Now, its image with respect to x-axis. will be here, which is nothing but 3, 2. Do you understand? Hence, these 2 points are images to each other. P is the image of point Q and Q is the image of point P with respect to x-axis. Similarly, capital R is the image of a point P with respect to y-axis. Similarly, P is the image of a point capital R with respect to y-axis. So these two are each other images. So one is the image to the other point. Similarly, these 2 points P and R also image to each other. So this is what the concept of image of a point with respect to x-axis and with respect to y-axis. Now let us see in case of origin. So once again assume P be any point, for example 4, 3. Now I want to know about image of a point P with respect to origin. Since this point is in Q1, when we are talking about its image with respect to origin, its image will be existing in the Q3, third quadrant here. So its image will be here. Understand? So say the image is suppose Q, and as per rules and regulations for quadrant 3, this is quadrant 3 now. What is x negative and even y negative? Hence 4, 3 is nothing but now here minus 4, minus 3. So minus 4, minus 3 is the image of P 4, 3 with respect to origin. Exactly, it should be passes through origin. Okay. Similarly, Q is the image of P with respect to origin here. So please try to understand. If image of this point with respect to x-axis, then the image lies in third quadrant here somewhere with respect to x-axis. If image of the same point with respect to y-axis, then that image will be existing in the second quadrant somewhere here. Do you understand? Now the image of a point with respect to origin, if a point is in first quadrant, then its image will be in third quadrant. If suppose the point is in second quadrant, then its image will be in the fourth quadrant if it is with respect to origin. For example, say this is the point minus 2, 5. Okay, minus 2, 5. Say some capital X. Now its image with respect to origin. So if you write here, then this is not with respect to origin, with respect to x-axis. If you write here, then this part belongs to with respect to y-axis. So since with respect to origin, hence its image will be here. Say some capital Y, capital Y. So what is capital Y? I mean coordinates of capital Y is nothing but x greater than 0, hence x coordinate should be plus 2, and y negative less than 0, hence 2, minus 5. So x, y are images to each other with respect to origin, and p, q are also images to each other with respect to origin. It's a beautiful concept. See how beautiful this is. Now we need to find with respect to the lines y is equal to x and y is equal to minus x. So now let us concentrate on the line y is equal to x. So first of all, we want to know the graph of the line y is equals to x. So it is very simple. Y is equals to x. I mean if x is 1, then y is 1, isn't it? I mean the points are 1, 1. If x is 2, then y is also 2 because of y is nothing but x only. Hence the plotting point is 2, 2. Similarly 3, 3, minus 1, minus 1, minus 4, minus 4. Both x and y coordinates are same. So if you plot these points here, 1, 1 somewhere here, 2, 2 here, maybe 3, 3 can expect here, and minus 1, minus 1 is here, and minus 2 comma minus 2 will be somewhere here, isn't it? So if you join all these points, so clearly this is the line y is equals to x. This is the line y is equals to x. Now so the image of 2 comma 5 with respect to y is equal to x. Just if you observe here, easily you can identify x is nothing but y and y is nothing but x. Hence the image of 2 comma 5 with respect to this line y is equal to x is nothing but 5 comma 2. 5 comma 2 somewhere here. So 5 comma 2 is the image of 2 comma 5 with respect to the line y is equals to x. The rules and regulations are same applicable. I mean 2 comma 5 is whatever it may be the distance from this line. Even the point 5 comma 2 is also at the same distance. And similarly, last concept, image of a line with respect to y is equal to minus x. Just in the same manner, you can go with y is equal to minus x. Now x is for example 1, then y is nothing but minus 1, isn't it? And similarly, if x is 2, then y is minus 2. In the same manner, 3 comma minus 3. If x is minus 1, then y value is nothing but 1. And x is minus 4, then y value is 4. If you plot all these points, then the graph of the line will be in this manner. So this is the line y is equals to minus x. Okay. Now let us see the image of a point. For example, the point minus 2 comma 3. So let it be a point, say some capital Q. Now I want to find the image of this point with respect to the line y is equals to minus x. So its image will be here somewhere, say suppose Q dash. That is, y becomes now minus x. So the image of minus 2 comma 3 with respect to y is equals to minus x. So first write y coordinate here. What is y? Minus x. Minus of minus 2, which is nothing but 2. And x is nothing but minus y. So minus 3. Hence the image of minus 2 comma 3 with respect to the line y is equal to minus x is equals to minus 3 comma 2. So this is the concept regarding image of a point with respect to x-axis, y-axis, origin, and the lines y is equal to x and y is equals to minus x. Coming to the next problem, if delta 1 comma delta 2 are the areas of incircle and circumcircle of a triangle with sides 3, 4, 5, then we need to find out delta 1 by delta 2 is equals to. Okay, so let us consider a triangle ABC. Sides are provided now. Suppose say this is 3 units, let it be 4 units, and this is 5 units. You know, my dear, 3, 4, 5 are the Pythagorean triplets. Hence, the triangle formed by the sides 3, 4, 5 is nothing but a right angled triangle. Is a right angled triangle. Let it be the center. Now, this is nothing but small r, radius of the incircle. I mean in radius, which is in radius. So First of all, what is that given now? Sides. Say small a is equals to 3, small b is equals to 4 and small c is equals to 5. First of all, please find out semi-perimeter. S is equals to a plus b plus c by 2. 3 plus 4 plus 5 by 2, that is 6. Okay. Now, also find area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC. Because of a right angle triangle, I can go for half into base into height. That is half into base 3 units, height 4 units, which is also 6. Okay. Now I want to find out in radius, which is denoted by small r. The formula is delta by S. Area is 6, even S is also 6, hence it is 1. Also I want circumradius. Which is capital R. You know, if it is a right angle triangle, then circumcenter will be the midpoint of hypotenuse. If it is the circumcenter, then this is going to be circumradius. I mean, total length is 5, then half of this length is nothing but 5 by 2, which is the circumradius capital R, right? So now what we want? Delta 1 by delta 2. Delta 1 is in circle, isn't it? Area of the in circle. I mean pi r square, small r square. This is circumcircle, no? Which is also a circle, but radius is capital R this time. So pi cancel. Small r is 1 square by, this is 5 by 2 whole square. So 4 by 25 is the value of delta 1 by delta 2. See the beautiful problem. It's a very good problem actually. The abscissa of 2 points capital A and capital B are the roots of the equation x square plus 2ax minus b square is equals to 0, and their ordinates are the roots of x square plus 2px minus q square is equals to 0. Then we need to find the distance AB in terms of small a, small b, small p and small q. So first of all, you must try to understand the problem. That is very, very important. Once if you understand the problem, what is given and what is asking, then immediately we can identify that what to do. So what to do here? So since he given no abscissa, nothing but x coordinates, ordinates, nothing but y coordinates. Let the x coordinates are as usual x1 and x2, and y coordinates are y1 and y2. Since the point is x1 comma y1 and second point is x2 comma y2. So let the x1 comma x2 are the roots of this first equation. Then you know sum of the roots. Then what is the formula for sum of the roots? X1 plus x2 is equals to minus b by a. According to that, minus 2a by 1, which is minus 2a. And the product of the roots x1 into x2 is equals to c by a, that is minus b square. Okay, sum of the roots and product of the roots. Similarly, look at this one. Okay, now y1 and y2 are the roots of this equation. Now what is y1 plus y2? The formula is minus b by a, which is equals to minus 2p. And product of the roots y1 into y2 is equal to c by a, which is equals to minus q square. Okay, so as usual, capital A is the point, coordinates are x1 comma y1, and capital E is one more point with coordinates x2 comma y2. Now I want distance AB, which is x1 x1 minus x2 whole square or x2 minus x1 whole square, no problem, and y1 minus y2 whole square. But we don't know the value of x1 minus x2 whole square, I mean a minus b whole square. A minus b whole square, how can we write it? How can we write it, ma? A plus b whole square minus 4ab I can write it, isn't it? Because a square plus b square plus 2ab and minus 4ab. Finally minus 2ab. Then a square plus b square minus 2ab, which is nothing but a minus b whole square. Similarly, this is also we can write it as y1 plus y2 whole square minus 4y1 into y2. It's nothing but simply, since I know sum and product, so let me want to express everything into sum and product. Now you can replace these values. x1 plus x2 we got it minus 2a whole square minus 4 into x1 x2 is nothing but minus b square plus this is a minus 2p whole square minus 4 into minus q square. So minus 2a square is nothing but 4a square plus 4b square plus 4p square plus 4q square. So from this I can take 4 common, which is a square plus b square plus p square plus q square, and entirely in the root. Now root of 4 is nothing but 2 into root of a square plus b square plus p square plus q square, which is the distance between the points a, b. So we want the distance, that too in terms of a, b, p, q. A, b, p, q. So look at this, another beautiful question. Capital A comma B, and capital B, 0 comma 0 are two fixed points. Let it be A and B are two fixed points. Now M1 is the midpoint of AB. M1 is the midpoint of AB. Say suppose this is M1, which is the midpoint of AB. And M2 is the midpoint of AM1 bar. So these two, the midpoint is nothing but M2. So M2 is the midpoint of AM1. And M3 is the midpoint of AM2 bar. So within these two, the midpoint is nothing but M3. And so on. Then we need to find M5 required. M5. So let us see what is capital A is A comma B and capital B is 0 comma 0. So clearly, first of all, if I want M1, which is nothing but M1 is the midpoint of AB, isn't it? So that is nothing but midpoint concept. X1 plus X2 by 2 comma Y1 plus Y2 by 2. So therefore, what I got it, M1 is equals to A by 2 comma B by 2. And next, if I want to find out M by M2, what is M2? M2 is the midpoint of AM1. So M2 is nothing but midpoint of AM1 bar. Of course, AM1. So A is A comma B and M1 is A by 2 comma B by 2. For this, we need to find midpoint concept. So A plus A by 2 whole divided by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2, comma B plus B by 2 whole divided by 2. Right now? So therefore, what is M2? 2A plus A, 3A by 4, comma 3B by 4. Right? Next, what I want? M3. What is M3? Is the midpoint of AM2 bar. AM2 bar. That means A plus 3A by 4 comma by 2 comma B plus 3B by 4 by 2. So what is M3 is equals to 4A plus 3A, 7A by 8 comma. Now this is 4B plus 3B. What is 4B plus 3B? 7B by 8. So you just observe the sequence that if denominator is 2, then the coefficient is 1. If denominator is 4, then the coefficient is less than 1. 4 minus 1, 3. Similarly, if the denominator is 8, then this is nothing but 7. Hence, the formula for Mn, which is nothing but, so this is 2, 4, 8. I mean, denominator should be 2 to the power of n and numerator should be 2 to the power of n minus 1. 2 to the power of n minus 1 into a. Similarly, 2 to the power of n minus 1 into b whole divided by 2 to the power of n. So this is the sequence that they are following. Therefore, I can write the coordinates of M5 are nothing but 2 to the power of 5 minus 1 into a by 2 to the power of 5. Similarly, can write like this, right? So therefore, M5 coordinates are 2 to the power of 5, which is equal to 32, 32 minus 1, 31a by 32, comma 31b by 32. So hope you all understand the concepts what we discussed today, and that's it for coordinate geometry. In the next video, I am going to discuss with you about trigonometry. The new chapter is trigonometry. So get ready for that. And children, thank you for watching this video.